Going live inside the Facebook
Will I know when we're live?
channel. I think we are actually live, like 4 seconds in. Let me just check because I always want to make sure that we are actually live. But I think we are because it's like
Okay.
taking its sweet ass time. Da, 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 da. Come on, tell me the truth. Are we
Yeah.
actually live?
Fake. Are we live?
I think we are. It's
I'll
just
try
taking
not to
its
get
time.
distracted looking for it over here.
All right. I'm just going to imagine that it did just go live and it's fantastic. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey guys, Steph Campanelli here, owner of the Digital Tradies channel. It's great to see you guys jumping in there and answering questions and doing things. What I wanted to do today was to bring in John, absolute rock star business coach. And John and I have done a fair bit of work together from a marketing perspective, which he tells me is working.
It is working. I'll tell
Oh
you
my
all about it in
God.
a minute.
So I thought I'd get him to jump inside the Facebook group so we can talk a little bit about himself. So John, hey, welcome.
Thanks, Stephanie. Nice to see you. And I love talking about myself. Being criticised for that.
Just to give the guys a little bit of intro. So, like, what do you do? What do you do every day?
Yeah, look, I'm a business coach for builders and trades, and I help you put structure and systems into your business so you can grow properly.
Yeah,
That's my little tagline. What do I do every day? I work very hard.
you work hard.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently,
Right
okay,
now, right now I'm doing an awful lot of coaching. So I do a lot of coaching sessions back to back right now. It's quite busy at the moment.
perfect,
It's nice. Yeah.
cool. How long
I
have
do
you
it all
been doing this thing?
13 years, 13 and a half years. I started
Wow,
at 6, yeah.
that's a
Long time.
hard slog.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I don't have a Porsche yet.
You don't have a Porsche.
No, not
Oh,
yet.
that's shocking.
I know. It seems so unfair, doesn't it?
All right, so tell me about your coaching. I know that you help trades and builders. So how does it work? Like, how do people engage with you? Why would they engage with someone like you? How do you work?
Yeah, okay. Well, look, they engage me because they want to grow. Often people get to a point when they grow, right? You work hard, you do a good job, you start to get more customers, you hire a few more tradespeople, you get a bit busy, you might get an admin person. But what tends to happen is it's a bit hard work. You tend to grind a bit to a halt, right? You can't grow anymore because there's only
Yeah,
so much work you can do, even though your reputation's good, and you know that you're going to start dropping the ball soon. And that's usually when people come to me.
yeah, right.
Sometimes they come and they say, I want to grow, but I can't, help me find the work. But often they come and they go, I've grown some.
Now
I need
what?
to know what to do next. Yeah, well, how do I grow bigger? How do I do it properly?
So it's
How
like
do
kind
these?
of like things are falling off the wagon, so to speak.
Yeah, or they think things might fall off soon.
Right. So it's like before we break, I'm going to get
Yeah,
John in.
usually people are holding it together by working hard and going, this isn't why I was doing this. I didn't want to work 12-hour days just to not let anybody down or not let anything fall over. I want to run a cool business that works.
Yeah.
So they want to something they're proud of. They want to build something that doesn't require them in it all day long and at weekends. They want to be able to go on holidays. They usually say lovely things like, I'd like to work a 3-day week. When we all, I would too. They would say, like the rest of us, they want to get somewhat bigger, do it properly, continue to do work they're proud of and not drop the ball there, not let people down, look after everybody, look after their staff, everybody in the business and do it right. People want to do it right.
Yeah. Incredible. Cool. Okay. What do you get out of it? Like, why do you love working with trades and builders, and why did you pick them?
I nearly said I get paid for it. Then,
Look, money is a transaction that must happen.
yeah, really. Look, I like working with tradies. I had a business coach, as you know, Taki Moore.
Yeah.
He's a business coach for business coaches. And that was his first piece of advice, right? It was niche. Choose a niche.
Yeah.
That your marketing is more specific and speaks to those people. And your coaching is specific and works with the problems they face, right? So instead of sitting here and going, let's figure out what's going on, I can say, you need to do this. And people go, you're right, I do. Yeah, shit. Yeah, good spot, John. So it changed my coaching and it changed my marketing too, because in my marketing, I could say, tradies, you need to do this. And tradies would go, hey, that's me. I'm a tradie. And you're right. It changes your do you know what I mean? It changes your marketing totally. You've hit the nail on the head there, John. There you go. That's what people say in response to a lot of my marketing.
Yeah.
So why did I choose tradies was fairly simple. He said, look back through your old customers. Who did you like working with? Who could you help? And I went back and I like the tradies. I'm not a tradie, but I enjoyed working with tradies.
Yeah.
And I just sort of went from there, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a tradie. My dad was a brickie, is a brickie still. And we had 35% of our business that we already worked with back in 2012 were tradies. So when I niched really deep into the tradies niche, it was a no-brainer, 35%.
Yeah.
I already liked working with them. They're great people. What's not to lose? I think they're really real.
Yeah, I think they're really real. I thought at one point, because I've always liked working with women, and I thought at one point, I've made a mistake. All the tradies are men. And it's not. I'm working with a lot of women.
Yeah, well, all the wives turn up, right?
Well, a lot of trades businesses are, a pair, two people.
Yep.
Men and women working together. So I was surprised. I kind of thought I've gone, I've only been working with men because I chose tradies. I'll miss the women,
No.
And no, it's not. There's loads of women I work with too. Yeah. So it's quite nice.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're back to working with women.
Yeah.
You yourself, do you have any habits? Are you like a habits guy? Do you do the same thing every morning and miracle morning?
No, I'm not one of those kinds of coaches, I don't think. I mean, I do. I like to get up and exercise. I go for a bike ride or something. I like to drink my cup of tea in bed before I face the day.
Yeah.
Just do things like that, but I'm not a journaler or anything like that. And I'm not that kind of coach. I'm a bit more pragmatic and practical.
Right.
If you work with me, we'll work out what to do, and we'll make sure you do it.
Part of that might be put a plan together.
We do. We write a plan. We build a strategy. We write it down like big boys and girls, and then we do it. It's really basic stuff, I'm not a fan of overcomplicating things either.
Yeah.
I'm quite a simple person myself, I think, and I don't like to overcomplicate it. I think complication costs money and causes problems. So that's what we'll do. We'll make a plan, we'll write it down, and we'll get stuck in and we'll do the things. We'll set priorities and things.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Just in terms of marketing, bouncing off that idea of yours, the more your marketing allows your customer to go away and think about it and to go do their homework and let them think about it, the more dangerous your marketing is. Like the more precise your plan is, the more specific your what you're doing is, obviously the better that your business is going to have from a marketing perspective. So it certainly echoes on this end too.
You want to answer their questions quickly.
Yeah, get as quickly as possible. Work them out. Are they in or are they out?
Yeah. Mine fall into two camps, my customers. They either go, you came up and I thought, oh, that's interesting, I could talk to him. Or they say things like, I've been watching your videos for, a year or two.
Yep.
And not taking the action. And then I thought, shit, John, I'll give you a call.
Aren't those the best clients when they tell you that they've watched, a whole bunch of your content? And like they're like, oh my God, John, I need to talk to you.
Yeah. It's really nice, when people turn up and they go, look, I'm familiar with your stuff. It's time we talked.
Yeah. No, awesome. Cool. Yeah. Well, John, I came to your workshop in Sydney, Surrey Hills. Gosh, was that September?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't that go?
It feels like it was 6 months ago.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So John has another workshop coming up in November. So the
30th of November and the 1st of December.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's the Tools Down workshop, everybody.
Okay, Tools Down workshop. So tell me.
You put your tools down for a bit and think about working on your business instead.
So question,
and your tools might not be a hammer or a saw or whatever, right? It might be a pen or a laptop. But the point is you're not in the guts of your business for a couple of days. You're thinking about how to make it better. So
there are actually real trades and builders out there that actually do put their tools down and do work in their business. Like not all. Yeah,
there's lots of. Yeah, they're not all on the tools all day doing their trade. Quite a lot of people are, spend their day with other people doing the work.
Yeah.
And holding it all together for them, right?
Cool. So Surrey Hills, Sydney.
It's 30th Reservoir Street, I think.
And the 1st Reservoir Street.
Yeah, Reservoir Street. So right in the guts of Surrey Hills, near
Yeah.
Central Station.
I'm not a Surrey Hills local, but I remember the coffee downstairs was very good.
It was. The food's good there too.
Yeah, the food's good too. Yeah, cool. Okay, so who should come to this event?
Traders and builders, if you want to grow, if you want to learn how to do, if you want to learn how to grow properly, and I'll talk about the framework that I'll teach you the framework that I use in my coaching. I'll teach you how to write a strategy, and you'll write one, and I'll teach you how to build a marketing machine that finds you some leads, how to build a sales machine that wins some work, how to build an operations machine so those other people that work for you do the work on time, on budget, so you don't get too many callbacks and defects and things. And so it doesn't take too much of a drain on you.
Yeah.
You build an admin machine so your money gets collected, and again, so someone else does that boring stuff, right? And then we'll talk about you and your team, right? We'll talk about where you should be focused. I don't think you should be focused on admin. You should be focused on where the value is in your business, right? And the value in your business is in your expertise and your relationship building and your ability to manage these other tradespeople to do work for you and build these machines.
Yeah.
So the last one's being a leader and a manager of this team that you build as you grow. The way to build and grow a trades business is by having more people doing the stuff.
Yeah.
So you've got to lead them and manage them, right?
Yeah. If it's just you or one guy, one girl, it's just, how are you going to grow?
You're not going to make much business. You need to grow.
Yeah. You need an army.
Yeah, you do. A small one. Yeah, a small one, right? So, Mike, you should probably come to me if you've got 1 or 2 people or 3 people working for you and you want 5 and 6 and 10.
Yeah, right.
If you've already got 10, yeah, you might still be okay. If you've already got 20, you probably know all my stuff already.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. So it's 2 days.
It's 2 days, yeah.
And it walks through the framework.
Yeah, well, I just did really quick. So I'll walk. We start with a little bit of an introduction. We talk about strategy, and we'll think about understanding what you want from your business and for your business.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want it to be like in 3 years, and how are we going to get it there?
Yeah.
From where you are now, and then this framework, the building a marketing machine. I'm a big believer that marketing is really important. If there's plenty of work, everything else works, right? Everything else falls into place. You've got money to spend. You can hire people to do things. You might be busy as, but if there's no money coming in, well, you're fucked, aren't you, really? You're not in a good way.
I think something that you said when I was there last time was, the whole market is slow. Like, no one's got any work on it at the moment.
That to me all the time, yeah. And I'm a bit dismissive. I'm a bit rude, actually. I usually say things like, what you really mean is you're not doing any marketing.
Yeah.
So that's quiet. It's not really quiet at all. Even in the GFC, when we had a massive recession, the national economy or the global economy reduced to 94% of what it was before.
Yeah.
And 94% of the work was still getting done.
Yeah.
Right? So
still there.
It's that bad, right? Most of the work is still there. And if you were slow, it wasn't because the whole place was suddenly massively slow. It was because you weren't there getting your share of that slightly smaller pie.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was getting it. And that's really what I like to ask people to remember,
Yeah.
You do your marketing.
It drives.
You'll get your queue. You'll get your business in, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a numbers game, you've got to do it enough.
That's right. Yeah, you can't just do it for 30 days and then go, it's not working. Like,
No, and that's one of my struggles with people who come to me and say I'm quiet or I'm up and down. Sometimes I'm busy, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
One of the things I focus on with them is doing enough marketing, spending enough, calling enough.
Is the message the right one? Is it sharp enough? Does it tend to leave them away so they do homework, or do they actually, lean in and want to be with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So the framework goes: we make a plan and we write it down, and then we do it, and we set priorities, because that's quite important. I sit here and I'll run through this framework again of marketing and sales and things, but that's a lot of jobs, right? Marketing might be build a website, start doing SEO, run some ads, manage a social media page or Facebook page or Instagram page, get some signage done, wrap all your vehicles, call some people, right? There's a lot to do. So you can't do it. You'll just be overwhelmed, right? So the first step is to decide what's the important thing to do first.
Yeah. What's the next
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are we what are we doing first, right? We'll write this plan. It will have 20, 30 jobs in it. Okay, let's pick 2 or 3 that we can manage. Forget the rest for a bit and get started on what's going to make the most difference.
Yeah.
Right? And it might be what's going to bring some money in. It might be what's going to look at fixing your margins. It might be what's going to manage your state of overwhelm,
Hmm.
or increase your capacity or your business's capacity, or sort out the admin chaos. So we'll focus on where the work needs doing first, And that's
Cool.
the process throughout the coaching. We usually start on a few things. We'll do a 3-month plan. We'll get 3 months in. We'll see how it's going. We'll decide what to do next. Do we
Yeah.
keep going down this track, or do we change?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great overview.
Yeah, look, and it's about the money, right? I'm there to make you money.
Mm.
That's my job, is to help you focus on where the money is. Every now and again, people say to me, it's not the money. I have enough money. This sometimes happens. I have enough money, John. But I need to get my life back. I'm working too hard.
Yeah, I'm working way too hard. It's a time thing. It's
Yeah.
a balance.
Yeah, but even then, it's usually money related, because if we make more money, we can pay more people
Yep.
to do the work.
Yep. So it's just filling a gap in that, like your team section, like building a team. That's where
Yeah.
the money needs to go.
Yeah, right. The money might need to go in hiring more people to do the work. Quite a lot of trades business owners come to me, or when we talk to them, they realize, we realize they're doing 2 or even 2.5 or 3 jobs.
Yeah.
The tools, maybe not full time, but a good part of the week. They're supervising everybody else, and they're doing quotes and site visits, and they do their own invoicing. And they might have a bookkeeper, but the bookkeeper's doing a little bit here and there. They might have somebody else who does their website, but they're trying to do a whole lot.
Yeah. And just getting nowhere.
Well, you end up being a bottleneck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we build this framework. I teach this framework in the workshop.
Yeah.
Well, so you can come to the workshop, learn the framework, and go, thanks very much. I'll go and take that on and do it, put it into my business.
Yep.
Or you can go, thanks very much. That's great. Help me implement it into my business, John, with the coaching. But I'll teach the framework over 2 whole days. So there's a bit of detail.
There's a bit of work to be done.
Yeah. Look, if you
Yeah.
want to dig into any of it, we should probably dig into the marketing.
Yeah. Okay.
Seeing as that's why a lot of your people are listening to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk marketing.
This is digital tradies, right? Marketing.
Yeah.
I love in your structure how you talked about like find me marketing. You sort of differentiated the different types of marketing and how you identify them for tradies.
Yeah. I call them marketing building blocks, because I quite like things that sound a bit like building-y. Yeah, and I draw them as a wall sometimes, like bricks. But
Yeah.
there's a few building blocks for the types of marketing you should do, right? And one of them is this find me marketing.
Yeah.
So if you're a tradie, most of your customers know what you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if my toilet's broken, I know I need a plumber, right? If I want an extension, I know I need a builder. If I want a fence, I'm pretty confident a fence is the kind of guy I want, right? So we tend to know, right? We tend to jump on our phone or jump on our computer and look for a builder or the trade of our choice.
Yeah.
They're wanting to find somebody. You need to get found. That's why I called it Find Me.
Yeah. Find me marketing. I love the way you
Not sure it's
explained
actually
that.
entirely mine. I haven't something else first. But it's really important, It's not important if you are a subcontractor for builders. Builders aren't going, I need an electrician, and jumping on Google.
No.
Right? You've got electricians calling them every day going, can I quote on your jobs?
Yeah.
So-
Please give me a job.
Yeah, right. So it, the different building blocks you use, depending what type of business you want. If you're a maintenance plumber, Find Me marketing's your thing.
Yeah.
If you're an electrician or a fencer, definitely you should be investing there.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a website, right? Because if someone, by and large, if you want to grow and strangers come to you and they check out your website or your Facebook page and it's not there, or it doesn't reflect you well, it's not helping.
Yeah.
So, you're going to be at the mercy of word of mouth.
Nothing worse.
Right. I always think of word of mouth as this lovely thing, right? It's kind of a magic thing. Work comes to you or business comes to you because you've done a good job.
Yeah.
And it's free and it's great. And I see it on Facebook, I grew my business through word of mouth. And I always try and I turn into a troll, and I always say, I bet you're small though, aren't you? People who've grown through word of mouth are often, relatively small. You
Small
can stay
business.
busy over time. But if you want to get bigger and you want to get to $1 million and $2 and $3 and $5 million, word of mouth won't get you there on its own.
No.
Right? It's a lovely thing. It's the reward for doing a good job, but it's not.
Yeah.
You can't rely on it. You can't drive it.
Yeah.
So you've got to go harder, right? Do
350K, I think somewhere around there, no more than 500K. That's all that word of mouth is going to get you. Like looking at the types of clients that come to us and the guys that they're really just been relying on word of mouth, they are all sub 500K, 350K, 250K. The guys that have got a team on board and they have been doing marketing, but they want to do it better, they're the guys that are over 500, that are at that 1.1, 2.
Yeah, they've done active marketing, right? They've gone out there and either made sure they got found or done their branding, wrapped up their vehicles so they get seen.
They've got a sales process.
Or they've called people and said, can I have work? Or they've called businesses or architects or builders or whatever.
Yeah.
Asked for work and built relationships.
Yeah. No, there's a big difference between word of mouth and actually being found on Google.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference between Google AdWords and, digital marketing too, like SEO. Obviously, AdWords you need to pay every single day, and that's right for a certain type of business at a certain time. SEO marketing I love because it's just that long game. It's a long game. Why would I want to shell money out every single day and, have to shell it out again when I wake up the next morning and the next morning? I'd rather really invest in my business for the long term, put the time in, so that way we come up for our key terms. We have a great website. It converts the customer. It gets them in our funnel.
Well, it's hard. I've struggled certainly with one of my plumber clients with an AdWords spend.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I sent him to you, and you gave him. You said you're gonna have to spend 8 times as much as that, mate.
Yeah, seriously, it's competitive. You can't be spending money in AdWords if you're only going to spend $1,000, like $100 a day.
Yeah.
You're going to be outbid in an hour, and you're going to be asking your digital professional, "Where's my ads?" I'll be like, "They're not there. We're done." Like.
That's what my friend did.
Yeah. And it comes back to like bad consulting, because I would never take on a client in an AdWords perspective that is going to spend $1,000 a month in that plumbing maintenance industry, like maintenance plumber, 24/7, emergency, CBD sort of location stuff. $1,000 is not going to cut it.
No. So he'll come back to you and do a proper website, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah, before too long.
It all starts with the website. It's the foundation for everything.
Yeah, look, and that was letting him down too. He had a basic website that wasn't really helping.
I saw it. Yeah, not.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, we can fix that definitely.
Yeah, well, he's coming, right? So there you go, everybody. There's a tip. $1,000 a month, not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough
for AdWords. If you're in a competitive situation, it might be fine if you're.
Even landscapers, the dollar per click's not that high, but again, $1,000 is not a lot of walking around money. You might as well take your missus out to a really nice dinner.
I like it. All right. Well, look. From my perspective, digital marketing is vital. If you want to get to $1 million, you need to be doing digital marketing. You need to be getting traffic to your website. If you work with builders or real estate agents or architects, the website's still important, but you need to be reaching out to them. You need to be ringing people up.
Yeah.
And that's one of my challenges really, is getting people to do enough of that.
Yeah.
So many times I speak to somebody and say, how many calls did you make last week? Well, I'll get 3 or 5 sometimes because they're paying me to tell them to do this, so they tend to try.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you up to 100 a week.
Yep.
So you can make the appointments so that in 3 months' time you've got 5 or 6 active real estate agents or builders or architects.
In our Tradies Accelerate system, we actually, if they are one of those sort of more commercial strata, they want to communicate with real estate agents, we actually set up active campaign so that there's an email that gets drip fed to that real estate agent once a quarter at a minimum with a booking link to just book a 10-minute sales call. That way you don't have to think about, did I call that real estate agent? Did I call Ray White, Castle Hill? It's like it's just an email's already gone out and it's done, and then you can literally just work through your call sheet every start of a quarter and go, right, I know that all these emails are active, so all these guys would have got my email. That's a great excuse for me to call them.
Yeah. Did you get my email?
And then do the call, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Because then you hit them with two. Oh yeah, I did get your email. Thank you. Look, yes, I want you to quote this, or yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Right. Anything that makes the call easier, and anything that prods you to make the call.
Yeah, because then you almost feel forced. You could actually write in the email, I'm going to call you in the next few days. And then you're like, oh my God, Steph's already sent out all those emails. I better start calling these people, otherwise I'm an ass.
Better call. Or I'll be a liar. I've made myself a liar. And then John will be on my case too.
Yeah. Cool. Well, look, you got the workshop coming up. I went last time, September. It was awesome. It was so good to see you in action. Because that was my first time. We've been working together for
close to a year now.
Yeah, almost a year. Wow, that's incredible.
Together in October last year.
That's right.
We said we'll start in Feb.
Yeah, you did.
I think that's what I did. Yeah, I said I'll start in February. Yeah, and we worked together since then.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it's good
with what I've got. So if you want to look at my website, guys, Stephanie built it. Stephanie's team built it.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I didn't build it. And I'm just the strategy brain behind it.
That's right, you are. I've got more leads coming in thicker and faster than before. It's doing its stuff. We built a lead magnet and a funnel.
Yep.
And that's working. It's doing its job. I'm a fan, right? It's working.
You can't fault us.
I can't fault it, right? It's working. It does what it wants.
So we built you a site. So you joined in Feb. We built you a website, and this is a big website. It's nice and hefty. It's got all those marketing pieces in it. It's got your download.
It's got 120 videos, I think, on it.
It's got 120 videos. It's got a very visual.
Yeah, it's got a lot of SEO. It's got pictures of me.
I checked it today. It's actually up like 40% or something. Like I have to check the number again, but
it's doing its job, right? It's doing its job. I'm glad I spent the money. I'm glad I spent the time and the effort.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of having a proper website, right? Don't skimp. Be stingy with a website.
Yeah.
Spend some money, make it look good. If you're selling an expensive product, have an expensive looking website, right? If you've got a cheap looking website, you'll probably get cheap customers.
Yep, true.
Right, and you need better margins, right? Most of us need better margins. That's one of my jobs with people, is trying to help people.
If you've got more leads, you can have more conversations, you can have more sales conversations, your profit goes up.
You can charge, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, when you haven't got a queue, there's no one in line for your service. It's very hard. It's very lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a good website will build a queue.
Yeah, look, and we'll talk a bit in the workshop about that, about what a website should look like, about what you should be saying on your website.
Yeah.
We can compare notes and see how close we are, Steph. Which bit you should be saying.
I do love to input some information.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my dog is snoring right next to me, so sorry if you can hear him breathing. It's
I can't do anything on this end. It's windy here.
All right. Well, we're almost half an hour here, John. So we should jump off.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Went real quick.
Yeah, didn't it?
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking in. There's a few people that are on here live. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube as well, make sure you subscribe. There'll be a link below so that you can jump straight into the workshop. If you're watching this and it's been 6 months since this video actually launched, what are you doing? Quick, jump on the YouTube and make sure that you watch.
Yeah. Click the link anyway.
Yeah, click the link and learn more about John.
I run these 4 times a year, I think. So
you do?
I do. So, so jump on and have a look. There's a video to explain a bit more. You can explore and have a look around, or even call and say, should I come? I get questions like, do you do them in Byron Bay, John? And I say, no, I'm coming to Sydney.
I'm coming to Sydney.
Yeah.
If you do one in Byron Bay, I'll come again as well.
All right. I've had a few people ask. Maybe I will.
All right. Awesome. Well, let's sign off.
Yeah, let's sign off. Thank you, Steph.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Legend. And I'll hit the finish button. Adios, amigos. Ciao.
See ya.